lesson today is for science section, not for art section, which is limit of trigonometric function. Now, if you have x in degree, x is 10 degree. So if I want to get sine x, it will be sine 10 will be 0.173. And if I convert 10 to rad, it will be 10 times pi over 180 as we taken before in senior 1. It will be 0.174. So if I make sine x over x, which is x in degree and x in rad, it will be 0.995. Now if angle decrease a little and become 5, so sine 5 is 0.087, and 5 if you convert it into rad, it will be 0.087. So sine x over x will be 0.99. What have we discovered from this? That each time the angle becomes smaller, the value of sine x over x will be approaching to what? To 1. So if x is half, angle is half, you see here sine x over x is 0.9999, which is approaching to 1. So this is the rule we have here. Limit x approach to 0, sine x over x will be 1. And this is the rule which we are going to work by. Another rule, it also will be for tan. So limit x approach to 0, tan x over x will also approach to 1. The third rule, limit x approach to 0, 1 minus cosine x over x will be 0. 1 minus cosine x over x will be 0. Okay, what about the first question? The first question we have here, limit x approach to 0, tan 3x over x. We said if x approach to 0, then tan x over x will be 1. So tan x over x will be 1. So 1 times 3 will be what? 3. Another question. Limit x approach to 0. Sine 3x over 5x. As we taken before, sine x over x will be 1. So 3 over 5 times 1 will be 3 over 5. Another question, which is example 3. Limit x approach to 0. Tan power 2 to x over 3x squared. What's the meaning of tan power 2? It means tan to x times tan to x. And what the meaning of 3x squared? 3x times x. So I make it tan to x over 3x times tan to x over x. If you make the multiply, it will remain as it is. 3x times x is 3x power 2, and tan to x times tan to x is tan power 2 to x. Now tan x over x will be 1, so 2 over 3 here, and tan x over x will be 1, so 1 times 2 is 2. So 2 over 3 times 2 will be 4 over 3. Our fourth example, limit x approach to 0, sine 5x squared over 3x squared. We said sine any angle approach to 0 over the same angle which is approaching to 0 is 1. So it is not just x over x, it can be x squared over x squared. X approach to 0, so x squared also approach to 0. So sine x squared over x squared will be 1, so it will be 5 over 3. Fifth example here, and our last example here, limit x approach to 0, sine 3x squared times cosine x over 5x squared. Here, sine 3x squared doesn't mean sine 3x times sine 3x, but it means the power 2 just on the angle. So it will be sine 3x squared over 5x squared. Limit x approach to 0, cosine x. Here I put 5x squared downward. I make it a denominator for sine 3x squared. And we said if x approach to 0, sine any angle approaching to 0 over the same angle approaching to 0 will be 1. So it will be 3 over 5 here. And if you put 0 here, cosine 0 will be 1 on calculator or by your mind. So the answer will be 3 over 5 times 1, which is 3 over